Good morning, guys. I don't know if any of you are outside. I was planning on being outside, but it's a little chilly and it's really windy. So I'm at Chalmette Winery, spending the weekend here. It's really nice. But anyway, hope you guys are having a good day, and we'll just do a little movement. Maybe get into the hips and the shoulders and whatever comes to mind. All right, so let's go ahead and lie on your backs. Actually, never mind. Sit up straight. Okay. So sit up straight. Close your eyes. And if you haven't meditated already this morning, now would be a good time. It doesn't matter, you know, if it's just for a minute or two. Just a moment to be still, to be present. Focus on your breath. And when your mind starts to wander, which it will, just let it go. You know, your aim is to not like empty your thoughts, you know, empty your brain of thoughts, because that's really hard to do, if not impossible. But when the thoughts arrive, your aim is to not to get attached to it, not to get involved in it. Just let it pass. Come back to your breath. Just notice what parts of your body are tense or clenched, and breathe it away. So if you can really feel the connection to your seat. And start to feel the energy in yourself and around you. And if you're not comfortable with that energy, you can change it. You have the power to create your own energy. And bring your palms together in front of your hearts. Setting an intention to really connect with your power, your strength within. Just realize how powerful you really are. And you know, if you have any doubts about that, just think of all the turmoil and past stresses that you've already overcome. You know, when you were going through those, you were probably thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do? I can't handle this. But you did. You handled it. And you overcame it. And you just became stronger from it. So just start to acknowledge that you are powerful, that you are strong, that you are resilient. So this morning, let us dedicate our practice to our power, to our strength, breath in. Exhale it completely. Then go ahead and blink your eyes open. And go ahead and take your arms straight up. Big, big stretch. Palms together. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Now inhale, take your right arm up. And then stretch it over to the left side. So left hand, press it into the mat like you're trying to push your hips all the way over to the right side or left side. And come all the way up. Take your left arm up and stretch it over. And come all the way up. Walk hands forward as much as you can. So as you walk hands forward, and press into your hands, and again, like try to get your sitting bones to really connect to your mat. Keep your lower belly pulled in and up. Walk hands over to your right side. Walk hands over to the left side. And come to center. Walk your hands up. Bring your hands behind you. And push up onto your knees. Push your hips up. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your heart up. And lower down. Cross your legs with the opposite foot forward. And again, lift it up. And lower down. Let's take a nice little seated twist. All right, so bring your right hand to your left knee. Lift your chest. Lengthen your spine. So always lengthen your spine before taking twists. And then twist. So as you twist, start to pull your right hip back. So your hips stay completely level and squared away. And you're actually twisting from the middle spine. And slowly untwist. Take it over to the other side. So again, lengthen. And gentle twist, pulling your left hip back. And slowly untwist. Go ahead and come forward onto your hands and your knees into your tabletop. Now let's go ahead and move through some of your cat-cows. Okay, so. And now do these even slower. So I just like to really focus on trying to get into each single vertebrae. And really, especially slowing it down those areas that feel like it's not getting any movement. Okay, so just one single vertebra at a time. Into flexion and extension. And then come into neutral spine and start to push your rib cage to the right and to the left. side to side. And then taking the full circle, so barrel circles, push it down, push it to the side, push it up, push it to the opposite side. Reverse your direction. And then coming into neutral spine. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to separate your spine. So working one section at a time. So we're going to go into your cervical spine, your upper spine. So we're going to take your spine into the extension. All right, instead of looking up, tuck your chin down. Now push your spine up, take your spine into flexion, and then look forward, look up. Again, extension, push your spine down, tuck your chin into your throat, push it up, look up, push it down, look down, chin into your throat, push it up, look up. One more time around. Again, extension of your spine. Tuck your chin into your throat. Push your spine up. And look up. And then into your neutral spine. Now sit all the way back onto your heels. We're going to go into your middle spine, your thoracic. So use your hands. You guys don't let them just hang out there. So you can really get deeper into extensions and flexions by using your hands. So as you inhale, pull your chest forward. So focus on length. Alright, so pull your chest forward, push it forward, and then lift it up. And isometrically, don't move your hands. You're just dragging your hands towards your feet. And then flex your spine. Push it back. And push your hands towards the front of your mat. And just doing a few of those. Let's do one more round. And then coming into your neutral. Now we're going to go into your lower back, into your lumbar. So you're going to go and set up like you're going to headstand. Alright, so go and interlace your fingers, crown of your head down to the mat, and then back your head into your hands. And then you're going to roll a little bit more, so really tuck the chin into your throat, almost as if you're trying to get the back of your head all the way down to the mat to restrict any kind of movement in your cervical spine. Okay. And then walk your knees back so it's under your hips. And then from there, just focus your attention to your lower back. Extension and flexion. So you push your sitting bones up. And then push them down towards the backs of your knees. One more full cycle. And then sit all the way back into your child's pose. Walk hands over to the right side. Walk your hands over to the left side. And then come to center. We're going to come all the way up onto your hands and your knees. Alright, so we did the extension and flexion of your spine. Let's go over rotation of your spine. So first I want you to go ahead and lie back. Okay, so our spine's so important for longevity of your health. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and lie back. So the twist, again, it has to come from your middle spine. The lumbar is not meant to twist. Okay, that's your support. All right, so the lumbar, it's important to get it strong and solid. So I want you to go ahead and turn on your right side with your knees bent, and take your left hand to your lower back, and you want to keep that neutral spine. All right, so you don't want the lower back to be overly extended or flexed. Neutral spine. Keep your knees stacked. Take your hands in front of you. Okay. So lift the left hand up. You're going to reach forward. So let's work the shoulders too while we're at it. Reach forward. So protract the shoulder. Like you're trying to push the arm bone away from the shoulder. And then retract it. Right. Pull it back. And then keep the knees stacked right where they are. Twist to the left. Arm may not get, arm may not get down to the floor. That's okay. Just make sure the left hip stays stacked right over your right hip. Okay. And then again, come forward. Protract it, retract it, twist open. And again, protract, retract, twist. So let's do about 3 or 4 more of those, and just feel the twist in the middle spine. And then next time you twist open, let's hold it. Okay, and just breathe there. Okay, make sure the knees stay stacked, the left hip stays stacked right on top of your right. One more breath. And then roll onto your back. Okay, so now roll onto your left side. And again, knees bent. Take the right hand to your lower back. Just do your best, you guys, to get that natural cervical spine, all right, or lumbar spine. All right, neutral spine. Reach your right arm forward, so protract the shoulder, retract the shoulder, and then twist open. Again, so protract it, retract it, twist. Keep going. And let's do one more. Twist open and hold it. Don't let the right hip roll back. Okay. And then go and lie onto your back. Okay, hug your knees into your chest. Lift your head, bring your forehead to your knees. Go and lie back. Press your sacrum down to the mat. So you're almost like you're trying to iron out your spine onto the mat. The whole entire spine down to the mat. Even your cervical spine. So back of your neck. So you gotta really tuck that chin into your throat. And then go ahead and rock it up. Come on up onto your hands and your knees. Actually, you're gonna sit on your heels. We're gonna work on that spinal rotation again from here. Okay, so set the hands down in front of your knees. Take the right hand behind your head. Okay, so lengthen your spine and twist to the right. So point the right elbow up. So just by sitting on your heels, you're kind of restricting movement in your lumbar. And then bring the elbows towards each other. Again, twist. So just doing a few of those. So hopefully you'll have lots of energy after this class. Just trying to free up your spine. Anything that may be stuck. One more time. Twist and hold it. And release it. Set the right hand down. Bring the left hand behind your head. So keep the lower belly pulled in. Lengthen your spine. Twist to the left. And bring the elbows towards each other. And again. Couple more times. And twist, hold it. Pay attention to where you feel the twist in your spine, in your body. And then come forward. Alright, now come onto your hands and your knees. Let's go through one full cycle of your cat-cow. Again, nice and slow. So start at the tailbone. Start to push your sitting bones up. One single vertebrae at a time, slowly taking it into extension as you start to involve your hands and isometrically drag your hands to the back of your mat as you pull your chest forward, look up. And exhale, tuck your tailbone, one single vertebrae at a time. Start to push the hands towards the front of your mat to get that deeper extension. And then slowly coming into your neutral spine. And then, well, like I was talking about the protraction and retraction of your shoulders, you guys. So it's really important to keep your shoulders free. So when I say protract, it means like push it way forward. And then retract, pull it back. Okay, so do that from your hands and your knees. Push. So you feel the shoulder blades separating. Okay, and then retract, so push your finger bones up and then down, like so focus on shoulder blades too, so squeeze shoulder blades together and push it down towards your hips. Again, protract it, retract, protract, retract. Let's do a few more. Retract it. Okay. Now start to take your shoulders into circles, so push it forward, down, and back. Reverse the direction. And then come into neutral spine. Go ahead and turn the palms facing up, fingers pointing to each other. Give your wrist a little stretch here. Okay. So you're going to go ahead and bend your elbows and straighten. And bend. Straighten. Have the fingers spread out. Palms facing up. Just bend and straighten a few times. Next time you straighten it, hold it. Now bend bend your elbows, make a fist with your hands. So hands are still there, palms facing up, make a fist. And then go slowly, just slowly start to straighten out your arms as much as you can. Don't force it. Listen to your body. Go slow. And then bend your elbows. Release your fist. Whew. Shake it out. Okay. And then you're going to take your hands, palms facing down again, spread your fingers apart. So you're going to take your shoulders into circles, but really what's going on is going into your wrist. Alright, so go way forward. As you go forward, press into your fingertips. Just keep going in that same direction. And then reverse the direction. And then coming to neutral spine. Tuck your toes under. Spread your fingers apart. So you guys have your hands like, have your pinky fingers touching the edge of your mat. And your pointer fingers parallel with each other. So the point is straight forward. Maybe even turn outward a little bit more. That's way better than having the fingers turned inward more. Okay, so press your hands down. Tuck your toes under. Turn the biceps forward. So you're screwing your right hand to your right, left hand to your left. So you're engaging your lats and the shoulder blades are squeezing, pulling down towards your hips. Keep that. And then push up, downward facing dog. Walk it out here. Just press one heel down at a time. You probably feel, the difference between the two sides. One side may feel tighter than the other. So give that side a little more attention. Now lift your heels way up, flex your toes, so bend your knees and get into all the toes to flex as much as you can, and then press it down. Lift, press it down, one more time, lift, and press it down. Now the protraction and retraction of your shoulders, do that from your downward facing dog. So shrug your shoulders, and then pull the shoulders away from your ears. Shrug it, and away. So do a few of those. And then next time it's away from your ears, hold it. And now come into your full plank. Push back, downward facing dog. Walk your feet all the way up to your hands. Keep your feet hip distance apart. Lift up just halfway. Slide your hands under your feet. Step on your hands. And press your toenails, you're not your toenails, your toes into your wrists. Okay? And lift your chest. So lift your chest. Pull your chest forward. Start to push your inner thighs back and apart. Your legs may not get straight. That's normal. Alright, now bend your knees. And fold forward. And again, lift your chest. And fold. One more time. Lift your chest. Straighten out your legs a little bit more. And then fold. You come off of your hands. Interlace your fingers at your lower back. So take the opposite grip for, where it feels awkward for you. Start to do that a little bit more to get your body a little more aligned. Alright, squeeze shoulder blades together. Reach your knuckles up. Let the head hang heavy. Pull the shoulders away from your ears. And then release your hands down to your feet. Let the arms hang heavy. Bend your knees in one single vertebrae at a time. roll it up. So take your time. Once you come up, roll your shoulders back. Okay. So let's do that a couple more times. Just roll your, nice and slow, roll your spine down and up. Okay. So tuck your chin into your throat. Soften your knees. Relax your shoulders. So this is a good one to do with your back against the wall. To really focus on getting into one single vertebrae to flex and extend. Okay, one more time. And then roll your shoulders back. And then go ahead and get your feet a little bit out wider. Bend your knees, bring your hands to your knees, to your thighs. And then we're just going to do standing cat-cow. Alright, so extend. Push your sitting bones back. And then flex. Just follow your breath. Feel your body. A couple more times. And then stand all the way up, take your arms up, palms together. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Okay. So coming up to the front of your mat, stand tall. Feet can be hip distance apart, or if you want to keep the feet together, it requires a little more balance, you know. So big toes are touching, heels are turned out a little bit. Lift all your toes up, spread them out. And then just bring your big toes down and your little pinky toes down. See if you can have that much control in your feet. Okay. And then the rest of the ones in the middle, keep your toes separated, but then just let them rest on your mat. Right, so you're rooting down through your big toe mound, through your pinky toe mound, through the heels. Lift the inner and the outer arches of your feet up. It's hard to do, I know. But notice how that really engages your shins, your inner and outer shins. Okay. Lift your kneecaps up. Keep your lower belly pulled in and up. Lengthen your lower back without not like tucking, just finding that neutral spine. Put the front ribs into your back ribs. Okay. Roll your shoulders back. Lengthening the back of your neck, growing tall through the crown of your head. Okay. Close your eyes. Notice your posture. Notice if you're placing more weight on one side of your body or the other. See if you can even it out. Okay, breathe in, into your belly, and breathe out. Go and open your eyes and inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse wind as a lead with your chest. Come all the way up, nice, flat, strong backs, palms together. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, set your hands flat on the mat. Step it back into your full plank. Tighten up your thighs. Tighten up your glutes. Keep the lower belly pulled in and up. Spread your fingers apart. Press down through your fingertips. As you exhale, push way forward, lower down, all the way down to the mat. Point the toes straight back. Press the tops of your feet down. Lift your kneecaps up. Lift your chest into your cobra. Shoulders away from your ears. Lower all the way down. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Take your arms out wide. Lift the right leg up. Step it over to the left side. Come back onto your belly. Lift the left leg up. Step it over to the right side. Come back onto your belly. Set the hands up next to your chest. Tuck your toes. Push up into your full plank. Push it back, downward facing dog. Get your feet out to the outer edges of your mat. Walk it out. And you may need to shorten your stance even more because we're going to grab onto your ankle. So your right hand grab onto your left ankle. So outside of your ankle, the pinky side, press into your left hand. Stay in your down dog position. All right, and pull on the ankle like you're trying to move that foot. This should give you a nice big shoulder stretch. Set the right hand down, grab onto your right ankle, pull. And bring the left hand back. Now, keep your arms straight, don't bend your elbows, and use that protraction, retraction to walk your hands all the way to your feet. Kind of like, I don't know what those animals, they walk like that. Those little insects or something. Lizards, some sort of lizard maybe? I don't know. But anyway, and then come into a squat. Okay? So your aim, your aim is to try to get your feet parallel with each other, meaning like all the toes pointing forward as much as possible. That's what's going to get into your hip opening. Okay? Keep those heels down. Get your feet as wide as you need to keep those heels down. Okay. And as you inhale, rise all the way up. Press into your feet. As you exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up just halfway. Squat all the way down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, squat down. Rise all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. And squat down. This time, hold it. So those of you, that was complaining about, like tight hips and you wanting hip openers, do your squats every day. Right? This is like the best hip opener. And so good for it helps strengthen your core. It helps your digestion, it helps, and there's so many benefits to this. So if you can, just remind yourself to squat every day. Maybe a little bit first thing in the morning, just climb out of your bed and slide down the side of your bed and rest the back of your back against the bed and come down as much as you can. Now set the left hand down, twist to the right. Take your right arm up, lift the upper chest. Set the right hand down, twist to the left. And bring the hands together, push your knees back. Lift your hips up, forward fold. Walk your feet so they're hip distance apart. Inhale, lift up just halfway. Now, again, walk hands forward into your full plank. Keep your arms straight. Okay, so it's just like really try to exaggerate it. It's like those piston actions, with your shoulders up and down. And then when you come into your full plank, Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, kick your right leg up. Stack your right hip on top of your left. So make this an active. You guys point the knee up to the ceiling, to the sky, wherever you are, and press a foot down towards the ground. Circle your right ankle. Take in the opposite direction. Now pull the knee into your chest. Step the foot up right inside your right hand. Go and set your left knee down. Right. Inhale, take your arms up. Now bring the right hand to your sacrum. Okay, so your sacrum is a big triangular bone down here. Left hand to the outside of your knee. Lengthen your spine, lift your chest. Push the hand and the knee into your hand as you slowly twist to the right. Okay, notice that the right hip did move back. Okay. So feel that twist. Now you can go deeper to the twist, just by hinging from the hip, so you're not rounding the spine. Avoid that. You can try to bring the forearm to the outside or the elbow. Okay. So every breath, lengthen your spine, stretch it out. Every exhale, just press that left hand down even more, just a little bit more. Breathe. So you're trying to create space between each vertebrae. Bring in an oxygen. Keep pushing the right knee out into your hand or forearm or the elbow. And now slowly come on out. Slowly untwist. Take your arms straight up. Bend the right knee. Bring your hands down to the mat. Push your hips back to straighten out the front leg. So you may need to kind of walk the left knee back a little bit more. So pull your chest forward. Push your sitting bones back. So obviously this is a little different class from the usual power vinyasa. But every once in a while, it's really important to slow it down and really pay attention to what you're doing, so you're not causing any more pain and damage to your body. Now bend the right knee, turn the toes out to the right, so roll to the pinky edge of your foot, and then again, pull your chest forward, sitting bones back. Again, your leg may not be straight, that's not the point, okay? One more breath. Now bend the knee. All right. Bring your right hand to the inside of your foot. Walk the foot outward to the right a little bit more. All right. Lift the left knee up. Okay. And then you guys squeeze the right knee in towards your shoulder. And if you can, come on down to the forearms. Maybe you're able to just bring the right forearm down. That's totally fine. All right. Keep the left hip lifting up and don't move your feet. Just isometrically drag your feet in towards each other. Come on up onto your hands. Step the right foot back into your full plank. Lower right into your chaturanga. Inhale into your upper facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, kick your left leg up and stack your left hip on top of your right. Okay, so again, make this active hip opener. Circle your ankle. Reverse the direction. And then pull the knee into your chest. Step the foot up right inside your left hand. Set the right knee down. Inhale, take your arms up. Bring your left hand to your sacrum, right hand to the outside of your knee. Lift your chest and twist. So notice also, besides the hips being completely squared away, like straight across, if like one hip is higher up than the other. Okay. Try to even it out, level it out as best you can. This is where it helps to really have someone else, like taking classes. Eventually we'll be able to take classes again. All right. And have them like give you cues and adjust you. It can be hard to do. Also, practice in front of a mirror once in a while. It can be a great teacher. So again, if you want to take your twist a little bit deeper, go ahead and go to the forearm and see how that feels, or the elbow. And slowly untwist, take your arms up. Okay, again, so practice pulling the front ribs in, so that's part of engaging your core. Okay, then go and set your hands down. Straighten out the left leg. So you're on the heel. Pull your chest forward, push your sitting bones back. And just remember, you guys, your breath. Your breath is everything. Now bend the knee, turn to the pinky edge of your foot. Again, just slowly start to pull your left hip back, pull your chest forward. And bend the knee. Okay, so lift the right knee up. Walk the left foot over to the left. So keep the knee stacked right over your ankle. Right. And from here, again, start to come on down to the forearms if you can. You may need to stay on your hands, or maybe you can just bring one forearm down. But isometrically pull your feet in towards each other. Keep hugging your left knee in towards your shoulder. onto your hands. Step the left foot back into your full plank. Slowly lower all the way down onto your belly. Okay, take your arms at your sides. Alright. So, roll your shoulders back. Alright. First, press the tops of your feet down. Engage your lower belly so you don't have to but just be aware of it. And then lift your chest. Keep reaching back. Keep pressing the tops of your feet down. Now lift your legs up, squeeze your glutes, lift your legs, squeeze your feet towards each other, or keep them together if you can. Lift, hold it, lift up higher, and then release, come on down. You can push up onto your knees. Bring the knees out wider than your hips. We're going for sleeping hero. So you're going to sit on your heels. So big toes are touching. Sit on your heels. Okay? Knees out wider. And start to walk your hands back. As far back as you can. Okay? If you can come down to your forearms, come down to your forearms. If you have a pillow nearby, or a cushion or anything you want to lie onto, you can do that. Or lie all the way onto your mat. Take your arms overhead. Great little quad stretch. So quad stretches, you guys don't overlook it. If you have tight hamstrings, you need to do quad stretches. Alright, now slowly come on out. We're going to lie on your back, so if you're able to just kind of slip your feet out from underneath, do that. Otherwise, come on out and then lie onto your back. Extend your legs out. Let the spine neutralize naturally. And then bend your knees, so back into the spine. We're going to work on those back bends a little bit. Again, and back bends are so, you need to do them every day, because we don't ever do them, right? You don't like back bend to grab something, right? So, really, really good to keep your spine strong. All right. So keep your arms at your sides. Go ahead and bend your elbows. Have the palms facing each other, fingers pointing up. Press your elbows and your shoulders down. And make sure your feet are parallel with each other. So you need to kind of check it out, because typically like one of them kind of wants to turn out more than the other. All right. And because I always have to check mine too. Now lift your hips up. Alright, so press your triceps, your shoulders, and your elbows into the mat. Press into your feet. You're trying to get the chest up to your chin as much as you can, but keep the chin away from your chest. So bring the chest to the chin, not the chin to the chest. Okay. So this is a back bend. It's a great little back bend. Press into your feet. That's where all the power is. And then slowly lower down. Okay, so for those of you that are going to stick with the bridge, go ahead and do exactly what we just did. And again, but just really engage your legs. That's where all the power is. Press your feet down and you can feel the chest lifting up even more. Those of you that are going to wheel, set the hands up next to your ears, so fingers are pointing down. And if your shoulders are tight, if you have a hard time getting your arms straight, try checking your hands even out wider. Okay, so hands down. You're going to listen to me, please. Let's all go do this together. You're going to push up onto the crown of your head. Boom. Okay, let the crown of your head. Now, walk hands closer, a little bit kind of tippy-toe towards your feet. Turn the fingers outward a little bit more. Okay? And then press into your feet so you roll a little bit more towards your forehead and feel the chest opening up there. All right? And you can stay here because this is a great prep. You guys squeeze the elbows in towards each other. Push the elbows into your armpits. All right? And that's engaging your lats. So maybe, if you're kind of new to it, get yourself familiar with this pose. Those of you that are ready, push up. First of all, you got to work on getting the arms straight. So get your arms straight, so it's your spine that's doing the work, not your arms, not your biceps. All right, so get your arms straight. And then start to press into your feet. Maybe just a little rocking forward and back. And then slowly come on down. Again, let the spine neutralize naturally. So, we didn't do a whole lot of back bends, but if you do a whole lot of back bends and then you automatically go right into counter pose, that's not so good for your spine. Okay, so just extend the legs out. Okay, and let's just do one more back bend. Okay, again, I know it kind of maybe takes your breath away, it's kind of exhausting, but it'll give you energy for the rest of your day. Okay, so let's do it one more time. Bridge or wheel. And again, your breath is everything. Focus on what's going on with your breath. And slowly come on out. Bring the soles of your feet together, open the knees out wide, relax your arms at your sides, close your eyes. And slowly take this right into your Shavasana. If there's anything else that your body needs, feel free to do that, to take care of yourself. I'm going to leave you in Shavasana, but before I go, just reminder, remind yourself before you come out of your Shavasana that how powerful and strong you are. And sometimes being that powerful and being strong doesn't necessarily mean you're going to always be like, oof. Oftentimes it means being soft and letting go. Knowing when to hold on, knowing when to let go. That's where the strength is. So thank you for joining me this morning. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.